Okay, let's go. Let's play. Let's play. So thank you, Shauna. Thank you, everyone, to be here. Yes, you are my first guest today on that interview series, How to Invite Your Body in the Creation of Your Life. And I want to introduce that series because, from my point of view, a lot of people are not aware that their body is a conscious space, you know. And for me, 2 years ago, it was the same thing. And when I discovered Access Tools and they talk about bodies, I say, what is the heck here? Okay, I have a body, but what else, you know? And I've made a promise for myself to become more aware of my body and to use the tools. And as soon as I begin with that, a lot of things change for me. And now talking to my body and receiving his answers, it's quite easy for me. And when I talk to some people, they said me that they can't do that, or they can't listen their bodies, or all of the stuff. And I said, okay, now it's a time to create something for those people, because as I said, the more I play with my body, the more my life is easier, you know. And I would love that a lot of people in this planet have those tools. So that's my target with that series. And when I've asked you, Shauna, what you want to talk about bodies, actually, you said that we can talk about bodies, ages, the shape of the bodies, and pleasure, and everything like that. So before we go in that topic, I want to introduce you. So you are you are Shauna Teaken. You live in Australia. And you do a lot of stuff. Actually, I'm one of your French translator for your Happy Mouth classes, and also for for many calls you do. Mm-hmm. And each time it's always around bodies and the pleasure of the bodies. So when I choose to create that series, of course, you were in my mind. Okay, so today it's the time to let people know you more and what you know about bodies and pleasure and all that stuff. So what do you want to say more about all of that?
Oh, okay. Where shall I begin?
Yes, actually, yes. Okay, let's do.
I shall begin. So, hello everyone, and some of you know me as the Happy Mouth Girl, and that's Happy Mouth generative energetic dentistry for the mouth. Some of you know me as an Access Consciousness certified facilitator and 3-day body class facilitator, which I was for 5 years. But many of you may not realize that for the last 40 years, yes, since I was 20, I've been working in health and fitness, either setting diets for mainly women, running exercise classes, being a massage therapist, being involved in the whole health, fitness, beauty, consciousness arena. Yes, and if you're doing the sums in your head, 40 years, yes, I'm 61. And my passion, I suppose, my interest is, how do we extend the joy and the happiness and the pleasure that a youthful body has? Where does it go? What happens? And so really, Laurence, that's where I'm coming from. What would allow us to have the joy and the pleasure of living as long as we would like to, in bodies that are still flexible and healthy and feel well, not old and crotchety?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, thank you.
What would you like to know?
Yes. So yes, you choose to talk about pleasure and body.
Yes.
What does pleasure has with age, the
Mhm.
shape of the body, and what else you said? It was. Let me
Oh,
check.
something else.
Health. Health.
Health.
What does
Health.
pleasure have to do with aging, body shape, and health?
Well, okay. So really it comes down to what you think, everyone, pleasure is. For most people, pleasure is about sex. And it isn't just about sex. It's about that your whole body was designed as a giant pleasure organ. Oh, and that's immediately a little bit naughty because you go, a pleasure organ? That's kind of naughty. Well, actually, yes, your whole body is one big receiver of pleasure. And unfortunately, over a few thousand years, pleasure has been narrowed down to pleasure of sexual intercourse, or maybe chocolate, or it's kind of naughty and forbidden, this whole pleasure thing. Oh yes, rub my toes, but oh, not too much, not too much. It's become a naughty thing. So, and religion has a lot to do with making, for thousands of years, we have been told by religion that you must overcome the desires of your body, overcome them to be a good person. Do not give in to the pleasures of the body, or you will never get to heaven when your body is dead. And I've always thought that was crazy, because I'm not going to be eating a lot of chocolate ice cream when I'm dead. Or wearing beautiful clothes, unless the ones I'm buried in, or having sex, or having the sun on my skin, or feeling the touch of a baby's hand. So religion has really sold us on the idea, no pleasure now, you'll get your pleasure later when you're dead.
Yes.
And we have bought that as true.
Exactly. Exactly.
And if everyone listening to this would like to be free of that, maybe we can do a little clearing, if that would be good. Shall we do a little clearing?
Yes.
Okay. So, you might know a clearing statement like the Access Consciousness one. In Happy Mouth, we have our own clearing statement. People have different ways of clearing energies, old stuck energies. Really, whatever works for you, you can be saying that in your head. But really, the point is, if you choose to let go of something, it's the choice to let it go that will really let that energy go. So I'm not going to say a whole pile of clearing statements. I'm just going to say, would you be willing to let all of that go, or whatever that brings up for you, would you uncreate and destroy it all, please? So all of the lifetimes, including this one, where pleasure has been a naughty word, or it's a little bit thrilling, or all of the lifetimes where you have made oaths and vows and promises to be chaste. Chaste means another person will never touch your body. Another person will ever see you naked. You will never see yourself naked. So when you have a shower, you'll be wearing something. And I'm making fun of it because when you laugh, you change more. But all of the lifetimes that pleasure has been some kind of a sin, would you like to uncreate and destroy all that, please? Thank you. Yes, thank you. And I'd like you to recall the last time that you had delicious pleasure. Now, you may go to something intimate, but you may go to something completely different. It may be the last time you had a beautiful cup of tea. It may be the last time a friend hugged you. But if you would close your eyes just for a moment, and if you would bring some energy down through the top of your head, and you'll just do it as I say it, you don't have to imagine it. out your feet and into the earth. Let the energy run through your body. And then, this is very naughty, I'm really sorry about this, but would you bring some of the delicious energy of the earth up through your body, into your little toes, into your lovely feet. It may be a little bit tickly, it may be a little bit ooh, but bring that energy up through your knees. Knees are very sensitive. Across your thighs, oh my goodness, into your pelvic private area. And bring the energy up through your body and then let it go whoosh out the top of your head. So that you're streaming energy. You don't have to feel it or see it. It will just occur. And the big secret is that that's the energy of nature. And we have been forbidden the energy of nature by religion for a really long time, because all those pagan gods and goddesses and Pan and the devil, they're in nature. And you shouldn't take your clothes off in nature, and you shouldn't have the sun on your skin, and because you might go wild, you might go crazy. You can open your eyes if you want to. Because you know, too much pleasure, what might happen if you had too much pleasure?
Exactly.
Maybe you wouldn't go to work anymore. Maybe you would neglect your children. Maybe you would explode. It's all sin. It's all taboo. You must keep working every day. You must keep yourself on the straight and narrow. So when I say to people, how much pleasure are you having? They go, well, I haven't got time for that. I'm busy. I can, you know, I'll have some time off on the weekend. I'll eat a pizza then. I'll have a glass of wine then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And exactly all of that, because it's what I get when I say that people are not aware that they have a body and that they can play with that body instead of being serious every day, every time. And for me, that interview series, it's really about to say, hey, you know what? You have a body. It's a conscious space. You can have pleasure, and not only sexual pleasure, but also about eating, drinking, about seeing, smelling, hearing, you know, all of that, having beautiful clothes. And the more, I think, actually, the more we will play with that, the more we will be aware of our body.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So, what could you say to people who never heard about that their body is a conscious space, a conscious organism? And what actually, what can they do? Maybe one or two little tools, you know, they can use every day to grow that awareness.
I love that you have the sound of a rooster, or somebody has the sound of a rooster. It's such a morning sound, isn't it? It is. Okay, there's a couple of very, very simple things. Our bodies actually love movement. Now, I do not say exercise, movement. For me, it's very easy because I love music. So I can put on a favorite song on the radio or, you know, on my phone and allow your body to move. Nobody's watching. And you could dance, whatever that is for you. Some movement every day. If you're really keen to try this, you might go for a walk. Something magical happens when you move your body. It starts to free up the energy in the body. It brings more oxygen. I mean, that is purely scientific fact when you move your body. However, it's also very pleasurable in a very acceptable way. There is no one could tell that you're doing anything naughty if you're just out walking. You might be going to the shop to buy some milk or some bread. It doesn't even have to look like you're exercising. So I would say the first thing is to get your body moving. And then I would say every time you take a sip or a taste of some food, swish it around in your mouth a little bit. And if it isn't really delicious to you, stop. don't have it. If you're just eating because you have to fuel up your body, we've all done it. I have to eat because if I don't eat now, I'll be hungry later. Oh, I'll just eat this. Little things that just pay a little bit more attention. I actually made this promise to myself a few years ago that I would only eat orgasmic food. And I tell that to people and they say, oh yes, organic food is best. And I said, no, not organic, orgasmic. And then you might go, oh, only raw vegan food for you. And I go, no, if my body desires some hot potato chips, potato fries, French fries, that would be orgasmic in that moment. Or a delicious apple, whatever it is for you.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Because food, it's really a point that people think that you have to eat organic foods, you have to drink that and not that, you know, all of that stuff you have to do instead of asking your body what he wants to eat. For example, I know that my body loves butter. I love butter. Don't ask me to don't eat butter, you know? Don't ask me that. And I remember since I was a child, every day I eat butter, and my mom and my brother, every time they ask me, why do you eat so much butter? And now I'm 43 and I still love butter. And now I'm aware is that it's my body who loves butter, you know, and I don't try to think if it's too fat or too blah blah blah, because some people say me you can't eat butter and cheese, and I say no, I love butter and cheese, you know, together.
Well, here's the thing, it is actually not what you eat or when you eat or how you eat, it's whether or not your body is digesting what you eat. And when you're happy and relaxed, it's far easier to digest anything.
Exactly.
But when you think that your whole body is this feeling, sensing organ, when I call it a pleasure organ, actually your whole body is your receiving organ. So not only are you receiving pleasurable tastes and smells and touches, you're also receiving everybody's worries, their thoughts, they're scared, they're anxious, the virus is coming, it's going to kill me, it's going to blah, 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 blah. You can't have one without the other, unfortunately. You cannot just filter out and go, I'll just have the nice things, don't show me any of the bad. You get the whole kit and caboodle. You get all of that, which is why most people say, I can't relax. I can't have pleasure and be happy because there's too much going on. But there is a way of dealing with that.
Yes, yes.
If people would like to know what that is, that's another thing.
Yes, what I want to add to is the first time I've translated one Happy Mouse class with you, I've realized for the first time, to be honest, that when you eat, it's all about the mouth, of course, but also about the bodies. And so many people are not aware of what they eat or what they drink or what they said also, because all of that is from and with the mouth. And what I've realized in your Happy Mouse class is that it's actually her happy body is a happy mouse. And body and mouth going together, of course. And a lot of people are not aware of that. You know, it's like, it's my body, I eat, I drink, I have sex, and what else, you know? It's like I have here and also the other part of my body, you know? And yeah. Oh my God, what would it take to have more people to be aware of all of their body and each part of their bodies?
Well, so much, yes, but so much of that has been forbidden to us. Somehow it is the wrongness of, I should be focused in my head, I should be using my mind, and my body will take care of itself.
Yes.
But actually your awareness is in every part of your body. Only your mind is up here, but your awareness is in every part of your body. So theoretically, maybe it's not even a theory, any part of your body is capable of orgasm. Oh, what?
What?
But true. It's true. But why do we shut that down? Why do we shut it off? We shut it off because at some point, and probably, well, what age was it for you, everybody? Were you 2? Were you 3? Where all of that became so intense and so much that you had to shut off some awareness.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this reality teaches us. It's too much. It doesn't teach us, no, it's okay. The intensity is fine. This is how you deal with the intensity, but nobody teaches you that. Maybe because they don't know either. They don't know either. All they know is just don't think about that. Just think about what you have to do today and tomorrow and just keep moving, keep moving.
Exactly. Exactly. Actually, we don't ask questions to our body. What does he want to eat, to do, how he wants to wear, you know. And the more we do that, the more life becomes easier, because it's not about what I want to do, but about what does my body knows, and I don't know. You know?
But here's the thing. We've been told now for maybe the last, since the 1960s, probably, this new age thing of you create your own reality and you've created your body. And what that means for most people is, oh, the body I have now, which I'm not totally happy with, most people are not happy with their bodies, I've created it. That means everything I did in the past that was wrong, or the things I didn't do that I should have done, has ended up giving me this body now. And it puts you in that locks you up from changing it, because you've immediately judged your body, you've judged what you did or didn't do before, you're in this awful shame and blame and guilt about your body. And here's the thing, you cannot change anything that you've judged. And there's a big secret here, because you don't actually create your body. If you try and create your body, it's hard. What you do is you generate your body, because bodies are naturally generative. That means they actually keep building new cells, they keep replacing cells. Bodies are designed to generate. If you generate, you create as well. But if you think it's just about creation, you're going to have to destroy something in order to create fresh. When you generate, it's always a moving forward. So everywhere that you're maybe not happy with the body you've got and you're blaming yourself for you ate too much, you ate the wrong thing, you didn't exercise enough, your genetics, your mother, your father, blah, 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 would you be willing to wrap that up in a big sack and throw it off the end of a bridge or a pier? Uncreate and destroy everywhere. That you're in some kind of blame, shame, regret, and guilt game with your body. Thank you. I mean, that's huge. And then when you go, what does she mean my body is generative? Well, I mean, your body is always moving forward towards life, unless you've decided that you're stagnated and you're not moving. Oh, I'm getting older. Oh, there's no growth left here. That's a choice. You can make another choice if you'd like to.
Mm-mm.
If you'd like to make a different choice.
Yes. And when you talk about judgment, we are not aware that each time we say that, oh, my hair, it's not beautiful, or my skin, you know, or everything, it's a judgment.
Yes.
And we put that in our body, and
yes.
then we lock it in our body, and
Yes.
and in the time, we go beyond, and one day we realize that all what we've said every day and all along the day, not only one time a day, all along the day we judge our body, and
Yes.
all of that are stuck in the body. And
Yes.
then we create some disease or some, a lot of stuff. Instead of just say, okay, what would it take to have a skin who maybe, each time, what would it take to change that, instead of,
Yes.
oh, I don't like, oh no, it's not beautiful,
So true. So true, because you don't realize that all the molecules around you are filled with consciousness. Your phone, the books, the walls, everything around you has consciousness. When you think or speak, it creates a vibration in the molecules. And we don't realize what we're getting is what we're asking for. If you say my bottom is too big, my derriere is too big, my bottom's too big, I hate it, it's too big, although these days everyone wants a big bottom, but anyway, my bottom is too big. The molecules around you are going too big, too big, too big, too big. And they start creating more of what you're saying or thinking. Or the same with money. I don't have enough money. There's not enough money in my account. I need more money, not enough money. And everything's going, not enough money, not enough money, not enough money. And there are currents of energy dedicated like waves to not enough money. There are currents dedicated to fat bottoms, old faces, everything you don't like. And there are currents or waves dedicated to more money, slim body, healthy body. You just got to choose which wave you're going to be surfing today. And you choose it by what you think and what you say and the questions you ask. Asking a question puts you on a wave really fast.
Yes, I love that.
It's all energy.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Really, I remember now that each time I translate something for you, when you talk about that molecules who move, I realize that, yes, be aware of everything I say, because all of that will go and create what I don't want, actually. Because all of the time we say we don't have enough, it's not, and never we say, oh wow, I have that, and what would it take to have more? We always see what we don't have, instead of what we already have.
Yes.
So thank you for that. Yes,
you're welcome. There's actually, I have a lot of time for all of this. This is what I do. And there are 4 kind of powers that will assist you to create your life and your body, to generate it the way you would like it to be. Have we got time to, or are we out of time for the 4 powers? Okay, so the first one is the power of beauty. And you would say, well, yeah, okay, I missed out in that one. How am I going to get beautiful? No, that's not what it is. If the power of beauty is, if you have the capacity to see beauty in others, to see beauty in a baby, a cat, a bunch of flowers, colors, whatever it is, that is actually the power to change anything that requires changing. You may not realize that your appreciation of harmony in energy, in atmospheres, in happiness, in joy, all of your liking the pleasures of life is actually a power that you are not using. That means that anytime you see something, perceive something, aware of something, you go, wow, isn't that amazing? Or you may see something that you get, it's not so amazing. Then you can ask, can I contribute here? Is there a change required? If so, what is required? Sometimes nothing is required and sometimes there's no change. So that could be a person who you see in the street is obviously struggling and they're in pain. They're walking You can just be, what contribution can I be? Because you haven't judged them. You've just seen, sometimes it's beautiful to see a sad, ugly, or bad thing. If you see the beauty in all things, that is a power for change. We could have a whole webinar just on that one power. Maybe this is going to go over time and we shouldn't go any further. Maybe we'll just leave that as a little tantalizing thing for people.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
For me, actually, when you say beauty, I'm not sure that people are, how to say that? For me, I get that there is a lot of point of view in that word beauty.
Absolutely.
We talk
But let me ask you this. If you see a beautifully prepared meal where the food has been laid out in a pleasing array of colors, and you immediately get hungry to look at it, what you receive from the energy of that is actually more nourishing for your body than eating the food. That is the power of beauty. If you arrange your living room in a way that is pleasing to you, the colors that you like, that nurtures and nourishes your body. That's the power of beauty. If you wake up in the morning and you put a certain color on that you like, that's the power of beauty.
Yes. I love that. Yes.
Yes. So it is having that, and we all have this capacity. Perhaps we don't recognize it.
Yes. And about the clothes, what I know now is when I ask my body what it wants to wear, every time it was not what I thought in my mind first.
Yes.
And
yes.
my body showed me something else. And if I can add that, it was boom in my universe. On my Choice of Possibilities class with Gary Douglas, the creator of Access Consciousness, someone asked a question and he said, do you choose your clothes just because you don't want to be naked? Or do you choose your clothes to be seen? That day, I can say I say, wow.
Yes.
Because my point of view, and I'm honest, my point of view in the past was I choose my clothes to be comfortable. And he said that comfortable, it's not being seen.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that you have to buy clothes that you are not comfortable in. It means that you can choose comfortable clothes, but also the clothes that your body likes to wear. Like when you wear that, your body is like, whoa, I'm excited, let's play, you know? Because if you wear a t-shirt and something that you don't want people to see you don't offer to the world the gift of your body.
Yes.
And to be honest, that sentence from Gary Douglas was, okay, that changed everything for me.
That is actually the power of beauty. And knowing which colors do that for you is a very important thing. I always tell people, go to a color stylist, find out what colors. And I can tell you that is not a cosmetic thing. I actually did the course to be a consultant a long time ago, more than 30 years ago. The way that we were trained is you would drape a piece of fabric across the person's chest and they're looking at themselves in a mirror, and standing behind the person, we were trained to see in the right colors for their body and complexion, there would be a slight shimmer, like an aura along their jaw. Now, these were people that were not psychic, they weren't woo-woo. Actually, it was with Amway. I did this training with Amway in the 1980s. So I knew from what they were telling us, when you wear a color that resonates with your body, it lights you up. So I do not buy colors that do not light up my body. Why would I do that to myself? I want to know that when every morning I post live to my Facebook group at 7 a.m. A lot of mornings I don't feel so much like being on camera, but if I can put some of my colors on, instant lift, with or without makeup. So, and you know, I'm giving a little advertisement here for my next month of 30 days of color, because color is so much more than we think it is. It's actually encoded light. It's light energy that's passing into your body. So anyway, exciting, exciting. I've talked too much already. I should let you go.
Yes, thank you. No, but of course, yes. It will be your next program, your next call about colors. But it's, for me, it's so important to let people know, even if they don't choose your call or your program, it's just to let them know that next time they will buy something, be aware of the color, be aware that this dress, it's not to go to work, it's for their bodies first.
Yes.
You buy clothes for your body. So ask him what he wants to wear, which color, which, everything. Ask your body. Ask your body.
Well, actually, if you ask your body, if I buy this dress, will it make me money? It's actually a better question, because your money is all about the body. Yeah. People don't get the connection. The more pleasure you have with your body, the more fun you have, the more ease you have in your life, the more your money flows improve. It's astonishing. The more you nurture and take care of your body, the more money can show up. They are intimately connected. And there's actually a cycle of pleasure, money, body. Anywhere in that cycle that you start making changes is going to get the wheel turning. If you increase your pleasure, your body health and youthfulness will increase, and your money flows will increase. Do some work around your money flows and your pleasure will increase, and then your body will begin to change. And it's a cycle. Pleasure, bodies, money is intimately connected. It's amazing. Who would have thought?
Oh, yes.
But the first step is to get over any points of view you have about the wrongness of having more money, more pleasure, more youthfulness, because we have been conditioned for thousands of years that that is not consciousness, that's not God, it's not being very Christian-like, it's naughty and wrong. It's not true.
Exactly. Wow, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we are at the end of that interview today. So just before we close, can you? I just wanted to say what you have next. So if people want to choose, it's okay, and if not, it's okay too. So next week you have your call about the power of colors. Right?
Yes, there's a 1-hour telecall, and if you choose it, you can have 30 days of energy flow meditations around color. And we can send a link to that, for people. Yeah.
Yes, I think that not today, but at the end of the interview series on Friday, I will send an email with all the replay and all the link that the facilitator wants to share.
Thank you.
And it will be translated for the French who are now. So it will be translated, and what else? A lot of things. So if people want to choose, want to join, they can contact me in French, or they can contact you in English directly. And yes, so I really hope that for all of you who are here or will listen in the future, you will receive some tools to be more aware of your body and to have more pleasure with your body. And so thank you, Shauna. Thank you,
Natalie. You're so welcome.
And so tomorrow it's the next interview at 2 p.m. France. It will be with Nilofer Safdar, and we will talk about bodies and money. Woo-hoo! So thank you, everyone, and see you tomorrow or in the future.
Thank you so much, Laurence. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.